Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Teach Me Tech, the show where we take a look at new and sometimes complex ideas and tools online. We break them down and we show you how easy it is to use them and implement them in your business. This guy here, that's me. My name is Kvist. This guy over here, his name is Dr. Anthony Fernando. Dr. Anthony Fernando, thanks for joining us once again.
Thanks for having me again, Pete.
Now, this guy has a little bit to do with today's topic area, which is how to get more out of Content Samurai.
I've got to stop you for a sec, Pete. I've just got to ask you how to pronounce the last word on the slide.
Fernando.
Very good. What's the name of the product we're looking at today?
Content Samurai.
Say it again.
Content Samurai.
Okay, generally we call it Content Samurai.
Well, each to their own.
It's just, I had to raise it, had to ask you about it, because all our products are called Market Samurai.
They're all mispronounced so widely. I'm here to correct everybody.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to go with it. Content Samurai.
Samurai.
Yes. So, but you actually have something to do with the creation of
Content Samurai.
Don't you?
That's right.
What did you do?
Well, we've been designing and building it for the last 2 years, and now it's out there and it's available. So, yeah, it's been a great journey.
And what's the elevator pitch again? What does it do?
It's the fastest way to create high-quality video content.
Awesome. And this is what we're talking about. If you saw the previous episode, we did an introduction to Content Samurai.
Or Samurai.
Or Samurai. And in this episode, we're going to take a look at some more details. And, we showed how easy it was to use last time, but I think it's important we gave everyone an idea on how to get some good results out of it. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, so 2 quick things, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we want you to follow along at home. We really should change this slide from someone in a green T-shirt. But just like this man, loving watching Teach Me Tech, you too can follow along at home and start implementing straight away. We're actually going to give you actionable strategies immediately in today's episode. And number 2, if you have any questions, comments, contributions, observations, jump onto your favorite social media platform and use the hashtag TeachMeTech. Even if you're on Google+, you can join the community discussing Teach Me Tech. It's a huge community on Google+.
Great.
8 people. So you can join the conversation there, get involved. Anthony and I will be checking the Teach Me Tech hashtag when we can, but also you can get amongst it with each other to find out what's working, what's not working, challenges, things that have been really successful, whatever it might be. It's a great way to continue the conversation. So what are we going to cover today? This is the good question, isn't it? Mm-hmm. How many times does Pete have to say samurai? A quick recap of Content Samurai.
Or Samurai.
And why you should consider it for your business. Top 5 tips for producing professional audio. Top 7 tips for producing hypnotic visuals. Ooh, that sounds good. How to create a professional video intro for under $10. How to easily create a professional standard video with perfectly timed audio and visuals. And finally, 5 ways to use Content Samurai
or Samurai
in your business starting today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, let us get started. So we'll kick off with a quick recap of Content Samurai. This is going to be a long episode, isn't it? A quick recap of Content Samurai and why you should consider it for your business. Anthony, take it away.
So Content Samurai really is the fastest way to create high quality content, video content. So what I might do is I might cut over to the video,
Let's do it, to the computer screen.
Yep. And here I am on the home page.
And so we checked this out last week on our intro. If you missed that episode, you can check that out. Or if you already know the basics of Content Samurai, you can you'll understand what your desktop looks like.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to come down and go into a video, and I'm going to go to the edit option.
Yes.
So jump back to where we were pretty much at the end of that previous episode.
Fantastic.
Because what I want to do, just as a quick recap, is just highlight the 5 steps that we take you through to create a video.
And we didn't get to show specifically all 5 steps in the last episode. And we had some people using the hashtag #TeachMeTech saying, hey, can you show us how those steps look? So let's do exactly that to kick things off right now.
So it's a great way to do a recap. So we start, step 1 is a script. And we saw previously that what you can do is just go to a website, copy a blog post or an article and put it straight in, and you've got your script and you're ready to go.
Or you can write something from scratch.
Yep, you can definitely write something from scratch or get something written for you.
Do you want to know what was awkward in the last episode? Is when I heard the voiceover, it was all good until the bit that says, hi, I'm Fee Mims. And I thought, gee, Fee, you've got a very deep voice. It sounds particularly like Dr. Anthony Fernando.
It is true that video would work a lot better with Fee's voice rather than mine. That is very, very true.
Probably would. But the other thing is you don't even need to use your own voice. You can actually get a voiceover done. And I know we're going to mention Fiverr later on, and we always talk about Fiverr on Teach Me Tech. We even did a couple of episodes on it. It's a great marketplace in order to get people to do some jobs for you, including voiceovers. So can you actually kind of print one of these out and then get a voiceover done on Fiverr?
You could definitely do that.
Fantastic. But it's always more authentic when it's coming from you, the business owner, and a great way to build trust too, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that video is a great example. If Fee was reading that, it'd have a lot more impact than me doing a Fee Mims impression.
Your impression was terrible. About as good as my pronunciation of samurai.
All right, so the 5 steps. Back to the 5 steps.
5 steps.
Step 1, script. Grab your script, drop it in. Then you click the Create Slides button, and you quickly create a slide deck. So here's the actual slide deck that I've been through, and I've created a full slide deck for this video.
Beautiful, very visually engaging. She's a photographer. It's great to have a lot of images and not as much text, whereas some other videos, you might literally just want that pure text on some of the themes that you see there on the left-hand side.
Exactly. So once you've got your slide deck and you're happy with it, you go to the 3rd step, which is to record your audio. And you quickly step through. We record in little snippets, which is much easier. If you make a mistake, you just re-record it. It makes the whole process much, much easier. Content Samurai then stitches all those pieces together to make a seamless soundtrack, audio track.
And it does this automatically. There's no camera tricks here. There's no, it breaks the script up for you. You don't break the script up. It does the recording and stitches a recording together for you. You don't do any of that stuff, do you?
And it actually also listens to your audio and synchronizes your slides to your audio. That's what it actually does.
Which is extremely cool.
So what we weren't able to show last time was the preview. So I've just clicked over to preview, and because I have all my audio recorded now, it's now generating a preview of my video.
And that's literally just taken 5 or 6 seconds?
Yep.
Would depend on your computer once again as to how long that would take.
And the length of your video. But what it's done in that process, it has listened to your audio, tried to synchronize the slides to the audio and create a full video.
Beautiful.
Which you can then play in...
There's no buzz like the one you get when a mum sees her family photos for the first time.
We've seen it before,
squeals with joy.
I won't play the whole thing.
Fantastic.
So once you're happy with it, you just come down to the Looks Good Continue button, which takes us to the 5th and final step, which is to generate the actual video. And what you do, I'll show you how it works. So we hit the button and it generates the final video. This is the rendering process, and that video is now ready to download.
That's how long it took?
I'm pretty sure that was because it was cached.
Okay, I was going to say, that's a bit tricky there. Yeah. By the way, do you have a name for our little samurai?
Yep, that's Sensei Sam.
Sensei Sam.
As in samurai.
Very good. Not as in samurai. I'm never going to live this down. Can we move on, please?
We can.
Thank you.
All right. So that's our quick recap. 5 steps. Script, slides, audio, preview, download your finished video.
Fantastic. Should we skip through and start taking a look at the top 5 tips for producing professional audio?
Let's do that.
Why don't we take a quick sneak peek, because obviously when we did the demo on the last episode, we were just using the external microphone on the computer, which is fine. Yeah. And like I always say, progress is better than perfection, unless you're an air traffic controller, of course, in which case it's probably not the best statement to live by. Progress is better than perfection. You want to just get something recorded. You don't have to have perfect audio, but if you are looking for that next level, these are the 5 tips that you've come up with.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Number 1.
Use a good microphone. So we've seen a lot of people create a lot of videos over the last couple of months, And the thing that stands out most is the quality of the audio. The best way to improve your overall video is to use a good microphone. And it doesn't have to be a $1,000 microphone. What is great these days is you can get a microphone that plugs directly into the USB port of your computer and is a great microphone for $100 or something around that mark. So if you're going to do content a lot, it's worth that investment to get a good microphone because it makes such a difference to the quality of the videos you produce.
Agree. And if you are following Pete's school of tight-assery, I don't know a polite way to put it. Like, let's be honest, I don't mind saving a few dollars.
Mm-hmm.
I started for a long time with just a little $10 lapel mic from Radio Shack, plugged it into the computer, and it gave me a great result.
Yep.
But then I made a step up to the next level, and I believe you've got an example of one that you like just here as well. So this is one of your favourites. What's this one?
This is the Yeti microphone. This is what we use at Noble Samurai. And it's a great mic that plugs directly into the USB port and gives a great result. I think I'm not exactly sure how much it is, but it's produced by Blue Microphone.
Yeah, fantastic. I've used that mic, fantastic. I use a Rode NT USB or something like that. Similar price, a little bit over $100 and well worth the investment.
Yep. So that's probably the biggest tip in terms of improving your audio.
Excellent.
The next one is associated with microphones, and it's to use a pop filter.
Okay, what is a pop filter for those that don't know what it is?
Okay, so when we speak, there's certain letters and sounds that make a popping sound. So P's and T's and those sorts of sounds. If you do that directly into a microphone, it peaks and you get an awful sound, and it just makes for a really awful sounding soundtrack, and it's painful to listen to.
If you don't know what we're talking about, use the external audio on your computer, sit nice and close, and just say, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, and see how it comes out.
Exactly.
Did you like that one?
That was a good one. So without a pop filter, that's going to sound dreadful. So this is what a pop filter looks like.
So you see those in all the recording studios with the singing artists,
Yeah,
correct?
exactly. And so basically it's just something that stops the puffs of air from hitting the microphone, because that's what makes that peak.
Perfect. And you can pick those up quite cheap on eBay or at your local Radio Shack or wherever it might be.
I think mine was $9 or something.
Oh, there you go. Don't break the bank.
So you start with a microphone and a pop filter. Then the next one is to kiss your mic.
Okay, can we move on? What on earth does this mean?
So you've probably seen, Pete, in recording studios that people speak very closely to the microphone, and that's what we actually mean. So decrease the distance, and that's why it's important to have a pop filter, because if you don't, that microphone's actually got a sock around the microphone, which has the same effect as a pop filter.
Which you can see that we kind of have on our little microphones here. We've got the little fluffy bit. We'll go to the close-up shot and you can have a look at the little fluffy bits on our microphones just there. So that kind of has the same effect. It kind of blocks a little bit of wind and it stops from the P's and the T's coming.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.